Good afternoon and welcome to Synergy Live. My name is Mark and I'm going to take you through a bit of a core workout this evening. So all you need for the core workout today, bit of space on the floor. Grab yourself a mat. If you haven't got a mat, use somewhere that's a little bit padded. Obviously make sure the area is nice and free so you don't bump into any pets or anyone else around the vicinity, knocking no vases over. Get yourself a towel. What we're going to do first of all today, we're going to do a bit of a warm-up. So just place our arms out to the sides and we'll do some forward rotations for the shoulders. Nice and easy. So we go these for about 30 seconds. Nice upper body, get the blood circulating around. Okay, from there we're going to do some hip rotations. Nice big hip rotations, do 5 each way. Nice big circles. There we go, 5 back the other way. Just to loosen up the hip flexors and your spine and just to mobilize the core a little bit more. Okay, so we're just going to do some little marches on the spot just to get that core temperature up and start to raise the heart rate. So we're going to go for about 30 seconds of these. Going to set my trusty timer off, ready to go. So just lift them up a little bit just to get the core temperature raised and get your heart rate up slightly before we start today. Alright, so now we've done about 30 seconds of those. What we're going to do, we're going to do something a bit more challenging now. We're going to do some jumping jacks just to get a bit more lively, get you warmed up a little bit more. So we'll do 30 seconds of jumping jacks, hands to the side. Obviously make sure you've got a bit of room, you don't want to be breaking your TV or anything else that's near you. So, nice and cruisy. Do something good doing these if you can. Onto the tiptoes, up and down. We're going to go these for about 30 seconds. Nice and high with the arms, nice and balanced. All right, and take a break there. So we're just going to do some toe touches so we can just stretch out our posterior chain of muscles, our lower back, our glutes, and a bit of our hamstrings there. So to do these, you can place your one leg forward, just gently go down, touch your toes, or hands on there. Keep your back relatively straight, keep the legs straight so you feel a nice stretch all the way down. Hold that for 10 seconds. And we'll swap to the other leg, do exactly the same. Keep the legs straight, lean forward, touching the toe. If not, just grab the shin. Whatever you find easier, as long as you feel the stretch in the back of your legs, also your posterior chain of your back. All right, so one more stretch to go. So this time what we need to do is just interlock your fingers, press them forward, lean slightly forward so we can stretch out the back and the shoulders. Hold this for 10 seconds. And stand up nice and straight, pushing the arms up towards the ceiling. Hold that. Okay, next one do, just do some nice shoulder rotations. Look to the left, look to the right, look up, look down. All right, so now we're ready to crack on the workout. Okay, so the first one we're gonna do today is we're gonna start off on a side twist. So all you need to do, place yourself on the mat. I've got a timer, so we're going to do these for around about 45 seconds to a minute. We'll see how we go. And we're going to alternate each side. Take your time on this one. It's not a race. Just make sure you're engaging the core each time you work it. So all you need to do, hands down, twisting around to the side and up towards the ceiling. And again, around the other side, making sure you keep the core nice and tight. And we'll start off there. We'll go for about 45 seconds to a minute. So just nice alternate twists. Nice, easy exercise to start off with. All right, and take a break from those. You just take yourself a good 10-15 second break, get yourself organized. So the next exercise we're going to do today is called a prayer crunch. So these are quite interesting variations on the crunch we're going to do today. So I'm going to show you from a front position, and I'm going to change them out around so you can watch me from a side position as well. These are really good for the core. So why it's called a prayer is because you're going to have the feet on here, legs bent at 45, hands placed together in a prayer position. We're going to lie back fully down and then up and push the hand forward. So bring it in, back, lie down, and up and forward. That's why it's called a prayer crunch. So I'm going to change another angle. Change to the side so you can get a bit of a look. And we're going to go these for about 45 seconds as well. Remember, sit down, legs at 45, hands together, lying back down, up and push forward. So we go for about another 10 seconds of these. Do another 3 reps. Pushing forward. Keep those hands together. Fight the urge to put the hands to the side of the head. Keep them in a prayer position. One more. And take a rest. So there's about a minute on that one. So again, take a quick breather. Take 10 seconds. Okay. So the next exercise we're going to do, I'm just going to twist my mat around for this one. And we're going to do a tuck planks. So some of you might have done these before. We'll see how we go. So with the tuck planks, all you need to do is in a plank position on here, opposite hand to opposite knee, bring them in and tuck. So knee to plank, knee to elbow, across and in. And we're going to go those for about 45 seconds to a minute. Everyone ready? And away we go. So just remember, you start off in a plank position and opposite hand, opposite elbow to opposite knee. So in and across. Try and touch the elbow onto the knee. Can be quite a challenging one, this one. Twisting across. Keep the core nice and low. Another 15 seconds. And take a break. All right, good work for those who got that one right. It's quite a challenging one, next one. Okay. So the next one we're going to do is a hands back knee tucks. All right, so we'll just take a breather for 20, 30 seconds. And once we're ready, have a drink of water if you've got one. Again, we're going to sit down on the mat for this one. Again, place your hands towards the back. This position just to support your upper body. And what we're going to do is bring your knees in and out. Hi, Claudine. Thank you. I hope you get to watch this and enjoy your evening this evening. Thanks for joining us live, Synergy. And we'll crack on with this one now. So these, remember the knee tucks, in and out. See, I'm getting a good sweat on now, so hopefully you guys at home They were the same. So we're going to go for 45 seconds on these and go. So remember, hands back, support the upper body, knees in, legs out. 45 seconds. Lean quite far back if you can. Bring the knees right in. Nice and controlled. You don't have to go too crazy with the speed. Better to keep constant tension on the core. Nice and easy. So we're going to keep going at that for another 25, 30 seconds. Just check the timer. Remember, support the back, nice and straight. Legs out, knees in as far as you can get them. Straight out and in. Last 3. And last one. All right, good work, everyone. Okay, so again, take a quick break, stand up, shake it off a bit, get your breath back inside you before I reset my timer. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is for the core. It's mainly going to work the lower core, the lower abs, your hip flexors, plus your posterior chain. So, we're going to do plank jacks. Some of you might have done this before, some of you might not have. So what this involves is basically in a plank position, and then you're just going to put the legs out and in. It's entirely up to you how far you want to go with the jack at the back there. You can make it little ones, you can put one leg in, opposite leg in, or I like to prefer to do both legs at the same time. So with these we're going to go for about 45 seconds as well, making sure the core stays nice and low in a plank position so you engage in the core 100%. All right, get ready. And away we go. So remember, in the plank position, bum down low, out and in. Keep that bum low. That's a bridge, that's a plank. So making sure you work that core. Fantastic for the lower core and the hip flexors, this one. Remember, you can do this instead if you don't like the jumps. One leg out, one leg in, or both at the same time. Another 15 seconds. And take a break. All right, good work. So we'll just take a 15-second break there, everyone. Have a bit of a rest. Have a stretch. Have a glass of water if you got one. Let your heart rate drop down a bit before we carry on. And the next one we're going to go to is going to be alternate Superman, or generally these are called bird dogs where I come from. So what these involve is you're going to work all your posterior chain, your spinal erectors, your shoulders, and give your core a nice bit of work at the same time as well. Gives it a bit of stretch. So with these, what you can do is both knees on the floor, hands on, opposite arm to opposite leg, okay? So we're extending out, engaging your glutes, engaging your posterior chain of your muscles. Try not to look down like this. Try and keep it straight so you're engaging the muscles of the back then. And with these, going to go for 45 seconds. So remember, out, keeping that back nice and straight, engaging the muscles. And away we go. 3, 2, 1. Remember, try to do the opposite arms. Don't race through this one. Let the core stabilize itself on the floor. Starting to work your obliques here. Obliques, your spinal erectors, and all your posterior chain. So we go for another 20 seconds. Right, good work. Take a breather. Well done, everyone who's doing this. Okay, So what we're going to do now, we'll do a bit more of a challenging exercise. We're going to work the core, we're going to work the obliques. We have done this one before, but it's a fantastic movement to do. I always like to put it into my workouts when I'm training my clients or when I'm in a gym in a class. So with this one, we're going to do side plank hip dips. So I'm going to demonstrate from a side angle. All we need to do, in a plank position, I like to level more one leg on top of the other. Some people prefer put their legs out to the side for more balance. And from here, all we need to do, we're going to do 30 seconds on each side. Is you're going to pop up and then down, try and touch the mat, keep that core engaged. You'll feel the muscles working up. You can place your hand up in the air, you can keep it on your waist. It's entirely up to you. So we're going to go for 30 seconds on each side of these. Everyone ready? And away we go. So try and keep these nice and slow so the muscles are engaged, not erased, making sure we keep the correct form. Think about squeezing the core muscles up and down. Keep them tense. Another 15 seconds. All right, good work. So from there, we're going to twist around to the other side. And again. Are you ready to go? So aiming for 30 seconds, so around about 10 reps on this one. And go. Nice and straight, core engaged, up and down. Halfway. Get another 5. And take a rest. Okay. Good work. So just take a quick breather. Take 15 seconds. Rotate your shoulders because we're putting a lot of pressure on the shoulders there. Just relax. Take a drink if you've got one. And we're going to move on. So the next one we're going to do, we're going to do some nice dorsal raises so we can stretch out the abs and the posterior chain. So dorsal raises, or Superman, some people like to call them. Done a lot of front of the core, so now we're going to work the posterior chain again. So with these, going to go for 60 seconds. Again, lying flat on the mat, hands under the chin, lifting the elbows off the floor, and engaging the spine. Okay, everyone ready? We go for 60 seconds on these. And go. So remember, try and keep the hands under the chin. And try not to let your elbows touch the floor so we can keep constant engagement of the muscles. You can lift your legs up as well if you choose to. We're going for another 30 seconds. Keep them elbows off the floor. Last 10. And take a breather. All right, good work. Again, we'll take another 10, 15 seconds rest. Just to get your heart rate down. Wipe the sweat off if you're getting sweaty like me. No dramas there. Okay, so moving on to the next exercise we're going to do is we're going to do alternate hip dips. All right? Great exercise. Hip flexors, obliques, abs, and your spinal erectors on the side. So I'm going to show you from a front way this time. And with these, are going to go for about 60 seconds. So what we need to do, in a plank position again, nice and straight, dropping the hips down each side. Try and get them down nice and low, twisting around. And we're going to go these for about 60 seconds. Everyone get ready. And away we go. So 1 minute on these. Keep the core low. That's high. That's nice and low. Dropping it down. Keep a nice constant pace on this as well. Try not to go too fast. Keep it nice and steady. It's not a race, just time under tension. Keep that good posture. Keep the core engaged. Twist the core around. Move the glutes side to side. 30 seconds. Last 5. And take a rest. Okay. 30-second rest. And we'll crack on. And what we'll do now, we'll do some shoulder touches next. These are good now. Now the core's nice and worked. As you can tell, if it's working for me, it's going to be working for you at home as well. Okay, so now we had a little break. Again, we're going to do shoulder touches. And we're going to do these for about 45 seconds. So with the shoulder touches, I'm going to give you a couple of variations. What you can do is you can either touch the shoulders, or if you want, you can place the hands out to the front. So either touching or hands out to the front. Entirely up to you. You can vary it up, do one or the other. And we're going to go these for about 45 seconds. Everyone get ready. And go. The important one here is making sure you keep your bum down, not up. So this is no good. This is what you want. Using the core. Remember, either shoulder touches or hands out to the front. "30 seconds to go." Last 15. And take a breather. All right, good work. Again, about a 15-second break there. Let the heart rate drop down. Next exercise we're going to do, we're going to twist the mat round, and we're going to do a 45 crunch. So, always important part when you're training, especially the core, is not to interlock your fingers around the back of your head and pull the head forward. It's not good for the spine. So any exercise when you're using the hands, place them to the side of the head, place them to the front, anywhere across here. Don't do this. Pulls the spine out of line. No. All right, so these are gonna go for 45 seconds. So remember, hands to the side, across, legs up at 45, and in and up. Making sure the shoulders touch the floor. Keep the head in line, the neck in line with the shoulders. This is no good. That's a neck crunch. You want to bring the shoulders off in alignment with the back. Squeeze the core. Remember, no hands on the back of the neck. Hands to the side, anywhere you want to put them. To make it more challenging, you can then put your hands out nice and straight, just as long as you don't put them around the back of the head. And we're going for about another 20 of these. Last 5. And take a breather. Okay. Quick seconds, 15-second break. And we've got a couple more to go. So what should we do next? Let's do some flutter kicks for the lower core. So you haven't targeted the lower core too much today, but this is always a fantastic movement when you get this right. So working the lower core, the hip flexors, posterior chain, and with this one we're going to go for about 45 seconds, okay? So what we need to do, again, is lie flat on your back. Some people choose to put their arms just under your glutes here or your lower back there, support the body. Keep the shoulders and the head off the floor, legs out, and we'll do some little kicks across like this. So alternate the legs each way. And we're going to go those for about 45 seconds. Everyone ready? And go. So remember, keep the core engaged, head off the floor if you can. You can place the hands underneath the glutes, but it feels more comfortable. Legs straight. Keep the core nice and tense. One leg up, and then the other one over. So alternate each time. Doesn't really matter what speed you go at knees, just keep it nice and steady. It's quite a challenging one. Remember, hands under the lower back or the glutes. Keep the shoulders off the floor. Keeps the upper and core and lower core engaged. And cross. So another 15 seconds. And take a breather. Okay. Good work. All right, so 15-second break. Got a couple more to go yet, and then we'll do a bit of a cool down. So the next one we're going to do, we'll do some marching planks. They're always good. So again, focus on the core, also working the spinal erectors, some nice marching planks. We'll do these for about 45 seconds. So remember, when we're doing the plank, we're engaging the whole of the body. So you're not only just working the core, which is the main muscle group you're working, you're also working your shoulders, your triceps, plus all your posterior chain of muscles. So we'll go for 45 seconds with the marching planks, and with these, nice and straight, up and down, nice and cruisy. 45 seconds, and away we go. All right, another 30 seconds to go. The last exercise of the day. Keep that core nice and low, keep the bum down. Remember, that's a bridge, that's a plank. Ten seconds. And take a rest. Okay, good work everyone. So, while we're down on the mat, we're going to do a bit of a cool down. Rotate them shoulders backwards, keep the knees on the mat. Just do some nice shoulder rotations because we did use the shoulders quite a lot to help work out with the core. And we're going to go down on the mat, hands forward, knees on the mat. Going to drop down to the floor. From here with the hands, just try and keep your waist on the floor and push the upper body up to stretch. Nice big deep stretch for the front. We'll hold this for about 15 seconds. Okay, from there, come up and we'll do a nice big back cat stretch. Again, hold this for about 15 seconds. And then from there, just going to sit back, keep your hands in the same position, and just rest your head on the floor if you can, just to stretch out all the posterior chain. Good work there. So just stand up nice and easy. Next one we're going to do is we're going to do some hip rotations just to make sure the core's okay. So from there, nice big hip rotations to the right. We'll do 5 each way, 5 to the right. And again, 5 back to the left. Some nice big shoulder rotations. And then for the last one today, just going to interlock your fingers, stretch them out nice and forward, lean over. We're going to hold this for about 15 seconds. And then just a reminder, guys, I'm just going to chat to you while we're doing this stretch about online PT here that we do. So remember, you can always just give us a shout on Facebook or Instagram. Check us out. If you want to do some online training, feel free to give us a shout while we're stretching anytime. Book an appointment, chat to one of us guys at work about the online training. All right, so we'll just shake it off. That's all done for a Sunday evening. And just remember, guys, our next session, feel free to join us tomorrow. It's going to be seniors tomorrow at 10 a.m. with Katarina. So it'll be good to see you everyone join us tomorrow at the same time. Hope you enjoyed the workout this evening. Have a great Sunday. Stay safe. Enjoy the weather. And I'll get to see you this time next week. Thank you very much.